Andy kind of alluded to it earlier when he threw on the shades. Remember, he was paying homage to me by putting on the shades.
No, I'm just paying homage to cool in general.
And that's kind of what this Who Would Win of the Week is all about, is cool. So we've got Arthur Fonzarelli, the Fonz.
Nice.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
I knew that, too. I didn't have to look that up. The Fonz, one of the coolest, probably the coolest television.
I know. I mean, name anybody cooler. Can't be done.
He could just hit the hit in the jukebox thing. If there's anybody out there that actually I always pictured our Uncle Tim as a hit the jukebox and it turned on kind of guy. He was cool. But anyway, Arthur Fonzarelli versus Ferris Bueller.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris Bueller's cool as shit.
Here's a distinction for you right off the bat. Fonzie is cool. Ferris Bueller is popular.
No.
Yes, he is.
Well, they're both popular.
That's true.
But Ferris Bueller's cool. He does cool shit.
Ferris Bueller is cool, but you
want to know? This is a weird thing for me to say. I'm going to say it while you think. Ferris Bueller, in my mind, he's a con artist.
Yeah.
And I think that not all, but con artists are cool. They do cool shit.
Well, they have to definitely keep a cool head.
But I do agree that it comes through a level of being able to manipulate people.
Yeah.
But I think that the reason that they're able to do that is because of their coolness. Like, what's his friend's name?
Cameron.
Cameron's not that cool. But they're really good. And their friendship is pure. But because Ferris Bueller is so cool, he's able to...
Sure, just get people to go along with what he wants.
And almost make people believe. Because not only is he figuratively cool, he's literally calm, cool, and collected when you look at it like that. You know what I mean? He never gets caught in a lie because he's just cool about it.
He keeps a level head.
Yeah, he's just cool about it. He's cool. And I definitely know more about Ferris Bueller. I've definitely watched Ferris Bueller more times than I have episodes of Happy Days in recent memory. I'm sure that growing up I sat through a lot of episodes of reruns of Happy Days.
Back in the
Monday,
day,
Tuesday, meaning.
Back in the day,
Wednesday,
I would
meaning.
basically force everybody in the house to watch Happy Days during prime time.
So
it was on because when we were really young, when we had to go to bed at like 8 or 8:30, it was on TV Land, Brady Bunch, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. And I'd be like, we have to finish dinner because it's 7 o'clock, and I need to watch this episode of the Brady Bunch that aired 30 years before I was born.
Yeah, but our mom also loved the Brady Bunch.
That's true.
Like, so it worked out well.
I guess so.
Because
was
Donny Osmond on the Brady Bunch? Did I make that up?
You did make that up. He was Donny Osmond was just his own thing. Yeah.
Really? That's embarrassing.
Well, he and Marie did have a variety show.
I almost couldn't
Donnie and Marie.
I almost couldn't distinguish the cast. If you put the outside of the Fonz, if you put the cast of the Brady Bunch and the cast of Happy Days in front of me, I wouldn't be able to figure it out.
Well, the thing is, the cast of Happy Days, they all look different. The cast of the Brady Bunch, you got like 3 faces, basically, because all the guys look the same and all the girls look the same, which is kind of the point of the show.
Yeah, because they're family.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, but back to the Who Would Win.
I think that your point makes a lot of sense. I guess it's just the difference between 50s cool, which is when Happy Days takes place, and 80s cool, because they feel cool in a different way to me, but they do both have, like you said, those elements of collectiveness. But let's talk about strategies going into this fight.
Okay, can I say one thing before I do? And I don't know if this was where you're going to go. The start of this fight is going to be a lot of this and a lot of kind of this and a lot of John. It's going to take a while. It's going to take almost too long for this fight to actually start.
Right. People are going to be watching and be like, start hitting each other already.
It's going to begin as a cool-off.
Yeah, a cool-off.
And you will probably be surprised by this. I know. You talk strategy first.
Well, I think that it's kind of like what you said. Ferris Bueller, in a sense, is definitely a con man. The guy's got a silver tongue, talk his way out of anything. Here's the thing. Fonzie can't be fooled by that sort of deal. Fonzie is so hip. He's so street smart to what's going on. He is the one who, in Happy Days, anytime there was a guy coming around Al's, which was like or Arnold's, whatever, the like diner that they hung out, anytime some guy rolled through there and is like, hey, Richie Cunningham, why don't you blah, 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 Fonz would step in and be like, no, I've seen a million guys like this before. I know what's going on. You know, don't listen to him. You can't pull anything over on the Fonz.
Here's what I'll say, and this is strictly appearance-based. And you're going to be surprised by this. I think that Ferris Bueller is super cool. I think I like him more than Fonzie. But I could not see Matthew Broderick's character. Even though I couldn't see him taking a punch. He'd get his ass laid out. And I've actually never seen Fonzie throw a punch.
Yeah. But it seems like he could. It
seems like he could. I mean, when you wear a black leather jacket like that all the time...
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like you're ready to go at any second.
You have to.
He's almost
for
like
sure.
Give me the word.
Greaser?
Word. Yeah.
Yeah. He absolutely is. You have to have for sure. I mean, obviously I don't understand the science exactly, but you definitely have to have. Here's the thing: you have to have not just a certain amount of power, but you have to have perfect control over that power to tap the jukebox and get it going.
He's very in tune with what his body's capable of.
Yes.
He just rides a bike, right? He rides a motorcycle.
Yep, rides a motorcycle. Good with his hands. He's fixing it up all the time.
So I know that I was pumping Ferris Bueller's tires.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I think he's going to win this fight because I don't. I don't think that he would, but I think that if it was a straight coolness off, I think that it would be really close. And I'm talking not them to each other. I'm talking if they each went in front of a panel of judges.
Right. And like who's
Because
cooler.
like you said, I do think that Fonzie could. And that's the other thing is I think that Fonzie could get under Ferris Bueller's skin by seeing through his coolness.
Yes. You think that would upset Ferris Bueller? I'm not sure that it would.
Maybe not.
But it would definitely take away his number one tool.
Well, yeah, at least, maybe. Yeah, so I don't know if getting under his skin would be the right term then, but it would leave him with nothing.
Scrambling, trying to figure out what else to do.
See, I don't think he's a scrambler. I think it would leave him. If it was a verbal altercation in that sense, I think it would leave with Ferris Bueller being the one to walk away. But actually, I almost think that Fonzie's so cool that he would just walk away. If once he called Ferris Bueller out on his bullshit, he would be like, "This is it.
Yeah,
I don't even need to hear what he has to say."
Fonzie's too cool to even stick around.
Yeah, so I think Fonzie would walk away.
That is 100%
But in a
true.
fight, I'm gonna lock this in. I think you're on the same boat. I think Fonzie would win if we made him fight because I just that's kind of a trait of somebody that has the personality like Ferris Bueller. He never has to develop a toughness because he never is in a situation where he can't talk himself out of it.
Because that's his brand of cool.
Yeah. And
yeah, the thing about Ferris Bueller, kid's got a jaw made of glass. You can tell that for sure.
Well, that's what I mean. I think it would be once the fighting started, it would be a really quick fight. But up until then, it would be the longest recorded fight in history without a punch ever thrown. Couple hair combs, couple collar pops, a lot of walking in circles, a lot of
yeah.
A lot of shaking.
It's got to be Fonzie.
Jumping on your toes, making yourself look like you're a better fighter than you are is what happens before that fight.
A lot
starts.
of peacocking.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, Fonzie's probably just going to hit him and he's going to drop like a bag of rocks. But I do think that Ferris Bueller is super cool. So just...
I don't know. I mean, comparing this, I don't really feel like Ferris Bueller... I don't know if he's that cool.
Fonzie's a different type of cool, though.
It is different types of cool.
Is why you're able to say that because we've talked about the fact that we think that in a verbal altercation, Fonzie could kind of strip him of that coolness.
Yeah.
But in Ferris Bueller's day and age, there is no Fonzie.
Oh, okay.
There is no Fonzie in the life that Ferris Bueller lives.
That's true. I think that Ferris Bueller, he's cool, because of the freedom that he has.
But here's
to get away
a
with
side
anything.
point to that is,
And that's not Fonzie's cool.
Because Fonzie is who he is. I think that we've given him the credit to this, but when you look at Ferris Bueller, there's people out there that see through Ferris Bueller, yet can never collect evidence on the fact that he is not who he is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, his sister and the principal. But the principal specifically...
Well, his sister knows. His sister just doesn't tell on him, kind of.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She gets close, doesn't tell on him in the end. The principal, though, I mean, that guy is obviously... I mean, we don't have to say it, but he's no Fonzie.
Yeah.
And he's
a squid.
certainly no match
He's a
for
total...
Ferris Bueller.
He's Mr. Crocker.
Yeah. He's a real Mr. Crocker.
Yeah. Big time Mr. Crocker.
So I mean, just to reiterate, I guess locking in, I'm going for Fonzie as well.
We're going for Fonzie,
King
but
of
I
cool.
would say vote because, and also this is a great time to bring up the clubhouse because this is a fight where, although we're giving Fonzie the credit, I bet you there's people out there that have an idea as to how Ferris Bueller comes out on top over Fonzie. And I'm curious to see that because I'm Team Ferris. I just don't think that he could physically outdo the Fonzarelli.
No, I mean, he's stringy for sure. But I think, again, he's got no defense and he's got no stability or, endurance. Like, he's toast right. I mean, maybe he'll get lucky and be able to do something. But again, because of Fonzie's body control, I don't think he's likely to land a hit. Yeah. And Fonzie's definitely going in, and the second he does,
so
Bueller's on the ground.
Yeah, let's lock that in. Vote on that on Instagram. The clubhouse,
4
p.m. on Fridays.
Yeah.
Be there or be square. Guess who would be there if he could? Probably the Fonz. And probably Ferris Bueller.
Ferris might say that he's coming, but then we'd be waiting for him.
Or the Fonz. Ferris. The Fonz actually might be too cool.
No, because the thing about the Fonz, part of what makes him cool is that he
isn't too cool for shit.
Exactly.
Okay,
he's so because Richie Cunningham is not cool.
No,
but Fonz is like.
Well, you look at
this guy's all right.
Richie Cunningham is like if the kid from the Sandlot grew up. That's
Smalls. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah, he's an L7 weenie.